Hey guys, I have something to tell you that I'm very excited about. This is crazy. We're coming to Dallas as a ministry hosting an event. It's called the Modern Prophetic Symposium. So it's not just me. It's not just one of our one nights or one of our one-day seminars. This is actually more than a conference because we're going to have conference type sessions, but we'll also have symposium sessions, which means we're going to have lots of panels, interviews, creative arts expressions, tons of stuff going on, something new every hour of the day for 2.5 days. So it's May 30th, May 31st, and June 1st at the Verizon Theater. Let me tell you who's going to come. First of all, we have John Bevere, which is amazing, one of our favorite people in the whole world. Second of all, we have Chris Valentin. I think he's one of the prophets of our generation. I love his materials. Chris gives me faith all the time, and I love ministering with them. Number 3, we have Bishop Joseph Garlington. Yes, the bishop is coming. Yes. I mean, if you don't know this man, the way he teaches and expresses a heart of our generation of the prophetic, it's unparalleled, which is amazing. Then we have Julian and Katya Adams. Many of you don't know them yet, but they're both going to be speaking. And Julian is a theologian / lover / one of the greatest prophets of our generation, emerging right now, especially in the American scene, because they're moving towards this way. And then Katya, his wife, who was a doctor, a physical doctor, and has moved now into ministry. And this woman preaches like she has one of the best preaching gifts I've ever heard in my life, and understands the realm of the Spirit, in a way that she actually can join theology of the practical and the natural with the Spirit, which is amazing. Then my wife, Shawn Bolz, she's going to be speaking. Yes, she is. And then we have tons of panel speakers and people that are unlike anything you've ever seen. I think it's going to be so wild to see some of the people who are coming. Then as well, we have the Rick Pino worship team. We also have, which was Rick Pino and his band. Then we also have Brian and Katie Turwalt from Jesus Culture. These guys are some of our favorite, all of those guys. Then just today, just a few hours ago, we asked the Binions, your very own Binions, Dallas. David Binion and his wife are going to come, and they're going to bless you guys and their daughter as well. She's amazing. That girl has a voice she's crazy. So they're going to come as well. They're going to open us up. So, and then all through the whole event, we have creative expressions of dance, comedy. Yes, we have comedy. An incredible comedian friend is going to come join us. We have all kinds of creative expressions all through. You're going to see all kinds of stuff. But we want to invite everyone from any nation to come. It's at the Verizon Theater, which is one of the best venues in Dallas. It's where Bethel Music does their tour. It's where a lot of major people do their concerts. And we want to invite you to come and be with us. I left the link in my Instagram main profile. So if you go to my main profile, this is just a save the date video, but you can buy tickets now. But the website will be up next week, so you can get all the info about it, hotels, all the information that you need to get. But I just want to give you guys an invitation to know about it and to tell people about it, because it's going to be wild to have 2.5 days of talking about the conversation, the narrative of how the prophetic is affecting industries like politics and entertainment, how the prophetic's affecting family, and how hearing God's voice changes our options in our generation. And the Old Testament, we have all these amazing prophets who people wouldn't make a decision without them. And kings would go to them and say, I need advice, I need policy, I need understanding. Business leaders would go to him. I remember even Saul's dad said, go meet with Samuel because we've lost our donkeys. He was in crisis. And Samuel had this answer for him, but not only answer for him, but appointed Saul king. And there's all these incredible stories in the Bible that are about prophets and prophecy. And then we see it again in the New Testament. Even Agabus, who prophesied a famine and actually gave the Jewish people, and especially the Christian believers, the ability to thrive in the midst of a 7-year famine because of the word of the Lord that came to him. Where other people were dying or having a hard time, they were actually able to convert people because they had enough food, not only for themselves, but all those who would believe. They had enough food and provision and resource for. So we see this, the biblical presence, over and over and over. What about us? What about you and I? We're called to prophesy this way. So come to Dallas, May 30th, May 31st, June 1st. We're going to have an incredible time. I love the prophetic. I love what it's done for my life and for my family. And I know that we're going to give out of that deep experience of connection to the love of God, the love-based approach to how hearing God's voice in prophecy, the prophetic ministry, and the office of the prophet is changing the Christian expression right now in our generation. And it's awesome. You guys need to come. It's amazing. If you can't come, we are going to have streaming. We'll announce that later. Don't stress. It's good. You can come through streaming. But I think that there's something that happens special when God calls an event, and he's calling this event at the Verizon Theater. He's calling us to do this. I felt the Lord commission this event, and we've been going after it. We prayed where we're supposed to have it, what we're supposed to do, and we saw Dallas in the Spirit. We knew it was Dallas. So we're going to go after it, which is awesome. Thank you guys for those of you who are going to come. If you're in Dallas, raise your hand. If you're not in Dallas, you can still come because there's incredible hotels And the pricing in Dallas is way better than a lot of the big cities in America if you're coming from a foreign country. And this event is one of those events that you're going to have the opportunity to hear some things. I'm hearing things all the time that I've never heard before from people as far as how God living inside of them is changing things. And when you hear someone else's story, it preaches 1,000 sermons to you. When you hear another business person and how they're hearing from God and being successful based on what God's saying, that will preach like 100 things to you that you could have never got through just a message at your local church. It's something that a synergy happens when we all get together around a subject like this. That's why it's called a symposium, not a conference, because we're coming around the subject of prophecy and saying, what does prophecy look like in our generation? Now that we're in the digital age, the media age, this spiritual information age, what does prophecy, God's information, look like in our generation? We're going to go for it. So come visit us, come be with us. We would love it. And again, the link is in my bio on my Instagram page. I love that so many of you guys joined this. We're going to have so much fun. If you liked what happened at the Send, some of you are saying you were at the Send, come do it. You're called to do this too. You're called to prophesy in powerful ways that shift people's lives. It's your turn. Hey, Tommy, running against traffic. Everybody click on Tommy and support what he's doing. Amen. Bless you guys. Love you.